Welcome to Lou. You're gonna have some background noises because this probably was going in our background. Everybody has his people going outside, whatever they're doing outside.
Their motorcycles.
Well, it's not like they drive. It's not like they're racing. So yeah, so we saw today's pay-per-view of WWE Backlash 2020. They say this is the greatest show of ever. No, it's not.
Well, they weren't talking about the whole show. They were talking about the match.
In general, it was not the greatest.
Oh god.
So, but I missed the kickoff because I was doing something, and Gil was in the back.
I'm so done. He's gonna be in this YouTube video. I'm so sad.
It's not funny stuff.
But yeah, I didn't see the kickoff.
I didn't see it either, but they showed the highlights later on in the show.
Yeah, it was the United States title. I know Paulo forcing Andrade in rematch, and there was interference like always, and Kevin Owens helped out and distracted, helped out against Angel Garza, and then Apollo did his finisher and he won.
Yep, exactly.
So yeah, so we're gonna get on the first match, and yeah, first match is a women's tag team title match, triple threat with the chicks, the one who think they are role models, of Sasha and Bailey, the champion, versus against the Conics versus against Alexa and Nikki. And this match, it was pretty quick.
Yeah, it was probably one of the quicker. It was one of the quicker matches of the show. I think they did good with the time that they had because it was never like a slow moment. It was always fast paced the entire time, so it wasn't like it dragged. Like it was quick, but it didn't drag. Like it wasn't like boring. Like they really made the most of the amount of time that they had.
Yeah, it was a pretty entertaining match. It was like it was a lot better. I would say it's a lot better than when we went to WrestleMania with the Fatal 4-Way. But I was kind of a little shocked with the ending though. I think that they were gonna retain it,
Yeah, I had a feeling. I was like, maybe the next pay-per-view they'll lose.
Yeah, maybe so. I mean, who knows? Because I heard also that the match was good. They were like, there's a lot of great moments in the match, like Nikki did the double team on Bailey and Dave Billy, who was or Peyton, one of those two.
Yeah, and then, I feel like they all did their finishing, like their double team finishers on each other.
Yeah,
I was like, damn.
Yeah, it was a lot of moments, and then in the end, Alexa did the Trisha Bliss on Peyton, and then Sasha went in, and then she tossed Alexa out and did the roll up.
Yeah. So,
no, she did the roll up on Alexa. Yeah.
Yeah, she basically was a surprise roll up on because she was pinning Peyton, and then Sasha came in and basically did a surprise roll up on Alexa and won.
Yep.
So,
yeah. I mean, yeah, it was pretty good match.
Yeah.
So now I heard that from one of the wrestling channels, the Ring the Bell, the channel, subscribe to them, that they're gonna face whoever wins the tag team titles, or whoever retain it or win it, will face Shotzi Blackheart and Tegan Knox in NXT.
Yeah. When they announced that last week, I was like, because. Yeah, I mean, I said yesterday, new tag team. Season.
And especially they are building like a more tag team division with the women's in NXT, especially with Shotzi and Tegan and Rick Raquel and Dakota, and I think that's it for now. There's nobody else that they are from the team. But those are the two teams that's there. So we'll see. Let's see what happens. And let's just see how long Sasha and Bailey will retain as tag team champions, because I think I think they're gonna, like you said, they might lose it in Street Rules, and I think Bailey might turn on Sasha.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They really trying to like
And
make sure.
and it was funny because when Kathy was interviewing with them, I thought Bailey would say, "If she lose, if we lose, then friendship is off or something like that." I thought she could say something like that.
Yeah. I don't know. Something's gonna happen. She's gonna slip up or say something, and like, yeah, it's gonna happen soon.
Yeah, because we know that Bailey used to be like the friend type, always like be everybody's friend, and then somehow it's like it'd be interesting to see like she's the one that breaks up that friendship.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
So, but we'll see. Let's see. But let's talk about the next match that happens.
The next match was a one-on-one match between Jeff Hardy and Sheamus. And this match, well, first of all, the storyline has been going on for weeks, maybe even months. And then everything that happened on SmackDown, like, you guys saw.
Yeah, it was crazy.
You guys saw what happened on SmackDown.
It was crazy. It's crazy, controversial, and yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, but
it was a lot. But the match, it was a good match. I have to say, it was one of the better matches of the show, and they gave them a lot of time. Really, they really did give them a lot of time, and it was just like, Sheamus pretty much dominated most of it, and then Jeff came back with a lot of his his exciting moves, his high flying moves. Yeah, and then Sheamus kept coming back, and so.
And then he kicked out the truck bomb twice. I was like,
yeah, I was like, I'm done. I'm turning off.
I was like, really? Are you serious? Like, I'm done.
Yeah.
But Sheamus did the roll kick twice. And
he did it twice because he came off the railing and he did it there, and then he threw him in the ring, and then he did it again. And so he won.
Yeah.
He did it.
Oh well. To see what happened with Jeff in the next thing, we don't know.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then we can talk about the next match, but during after the match, AJ said he's gonna do some celebration on SmackDown, something, whatever, I don't know what, but since he's winning Intercontinental Championship,
Yeah. Awesome.
But yeah, so we're gonna talk about the next match that happened. So the next match was the Raw Women's Championship between Asuka and Nia Jax. The match was crazy at first, but the ending was,
Yeah. I guess, I was trying to figure out, why they did it, because obviously they don't want Asuka to lose right away, but then they don't want Nia Jax to lose by pinfall or submission. Because if they're trying to build her up to be dominant, they can't make her lose by a pinfall. The only way to protect her dominant image is for a count-out. So, we know this rivalry isn't over. We know this, they're going to continue on, but at first I was bummed out, but then I was like, okay, it makes sense, because if they want to protect her dominant image, she can't lose. Technically, she can't lose. So they had to find a way to make her lose without losing. You understand?
I understand.
So,
I mean, because yes, after the match, after they got kind of Asuka continued. She did the kick. No, she did something. Oh no, I forgot what she did. She did something on Nia.
Oh, she ran and did the hip attack out off the apron.
Yeah, and that's it. That's what she did. Because Nia was talking to her on the glass, and that's how they got kind of.
The referee was at 9, and then Asuka kicked her in the head, and then it was a 10. So then Asuka was mad. She was like, no, because Asuka wants to win fair and square. So she won by draw. She took the title. Nia got up, and then she did the hip attack, and then Nia didn't really stay down that long. She got up right away. So I was like, damn. And so so I guess this is going to continue on to Extreme Rules. Well, I don't know what kind of match they're going to have, but
I guess
I'm sure
I guess maybe a no count out or no disqualification type of match,
something like that. So that we can have a real clear winner.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this match, but again, this match didn't really have a lot of time. The two women's matches, I think, were the quickest matches of the night.
Yeah, it was.
I was like, okay.
Yeah, that was because like I said, the match I mean, I was gonna say this would be the best Nia's match against Oscar for a while because because Nia hasn't had any great matches a lot because most of the matches have always been like quick matches, whatever.
I feel like her last best match was with Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, it was. That was like
2 years
Money
ago.
in the Bank. That was like 3 Money in the Bank, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that was like 2 years ago. 2 years ago, Money in the Bank, because that's when she lost because Alexa canceled. But that was like her last great one-on-one match, and then ever since then, like she didn't really, but because she was teaming up a lot, I feel like. But like,
and also she also had the injury too, so.
Yeah, so she needs to have like a good one-on-one match again. So I guess Extreme will hopefully we can stop.
Yeah, let's just see.
And they get time. They get a lot of time. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. At least we know, like, let's just hope that they make more Nia like as more dominant instead of just I look pretty, I'm fat, I'm bigger, I'm big, curvy, I'm pretty. Instead of like be as dominant like how Nyla Rose is when she is dominant and she knows she's a force to be working with. Like, they need to do the same thing with Nia because Nia is, she is a force. She's an irresistible force. Like, do something that why she's an irresistible force. But we saw that in the ring. But let's just see more of that. Like when it hits 2 extreme moves. So, but let's just see. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about the next match that happened. Well, not match, but whatever happened. Is it the next match? Yeah, whatever it is, because it was supposed to be the next match, but I don't know. Oh no, yeah, it was next match.
But that happened later. Didn't it happen later on? That happened before the main event. Yeah.
So the next match, but I mean it's a quick match, but yeah, let's talk about the next match.
Yeah. So the next match was the handicap match. The handicap match for the Universal Championship with Braun Strowman defending against Miz and Morrison. And this match, okay, first of all, in the pre-show, they announced that there wouldn't be co-champions. They said that whoever gets to pin Braun Strowman will be the champion. So they didn't know that, apparently. So that's why when Kayla told them, they were like, wait a second, what? Like, they were confused because they thought they were going to be co-champions, but nope. It's only one champion. So there was some like tension there a little bit. They tried to play it off, but there was some tension between Miz and Morrison. And there was a point in the match where they did a double team move on Strowman, and Morrison went to pin Strowman, and Miz
he did the Sasha pin. Yeah, he did the Sasha pin on Braun. We thought that he could beat Braun, and then Miz just pulled him out. I was like, what the hell?
He pulled him out, and Morrison was like, what the hell? And then Miz was like, I'm sorry. And then he went to put him back onto Strowman, but he kicked out like, really? Like, that's gonna work. I was like, I'm done. So then Braun Strowman got up and he knocked out Miz, and then he brought Morrison back in the ring, did the power slam, and is still Universal Champion, which obviously we love.
Yeah, it was kind of a little entertaining, especially in the beginning. I think the beginning was funny, but then with that mystic video, I'm like, what the hell?
Oh my god, I'm done. I was like, I'm done with these two.
I'm done.
I can't. But yeah, it was a pretty entertaining match. It was one of those that it was like a fun match, so, but yeah, it was like, we all knew Strowman was gonna win, so.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this is the beginning of the end of Miz and Morrison.
I don't know. It's too soon to break them up, but it's just it's always something like that. A tag team wanted to be one of them be champion, but
yeah.
Well, at least they're lucky because Orton came out with the briefcase.
Exactly.
But he did a PSA. But if any you win, then I will cash in. I'm like, oh.
And I was like, okay. I thought he was gonna do it on SmackDown too, and I was like, he's not.
Yeah.
But yeah. So.
So the next, it's supposed to be the next match. Supposed to be the Raw Tag Team Championship, but somehow they started fighting. I
was thinking to myself because I was like, okay, so this is the first pay-per-view since before WrestleMania that we're not gonna have like a cinematic type match, and then all of a sudden, I mean, it wasn't a match, but it was still like a cinematic type thing. I was like, what the hell?
I felt like, okay, as much as it's, I felt that they should have put this in Backlash because it felt out of place. I don't know. To me, it felt out of place.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I mean, this whole storyline is weird. I mean, it is weird. It is the weirdest. It is the weirdest storyline ever. And and it's just, it's so out of place. And to make it as a cinematic, it's again so out of place because there's no meaning to it. It's like, with the Money in the Bank and Undertaker and AJ Styles and John Cena and Bray thing, that makes sense because it was different. This one, it was like, it made no sense. Like, it's like, okay, it's like, what are we gonna do next with them? It's like, okay, let them fight, but let them do some wacky stuff back, in the parking lot. Which it was weird. It was really wacky. It was like wacky, weird. Or like, I was like, what the hell? Like,
I didn't get a lot of the things that they did. I didn't understand why they did it. Like with the Kira Tozawa, like that was so random.
And the Titus O'Neil as a ninja, that was weird.
I was like, what is going on here? Like, but then it looked like it was a dream because like they kept fantasizing about things. I was like, I don't get it. This one I don't get at all. I was like, I can't. But then like they started like first, okay, they were fighting each other first, and then they started to like become like a team, like they were working together. And then like when they ended up in the dumpster all together, it was like, I think Montez said, we are the Viking Prospect or something like that. He like combined the team's names. I'm like, okay, so but they're stable now? I don't get it. It was so weird. I was like, I'm done. And then after that whole thing, which took like maybe 15, 20 minutes, they announced that the match itself, the tag team title match, wasn't even going to happen. I was like, really? Oh, man. Only WWE.
I mean, yeah, I know it's only WWE, but this is, to be honest, this doesn't feel like WWE. It's like, whoever's backstage and making this idea is just...
Well, we know it's not Paul Heyman because what we found out.
Yes, it's not him, sadly. But
I'm assuming this whole storyline wasn't his idea because, I mean, I guess he was let go like weeks ago, from what I heard. So.
Yeah. So, it's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what they could do next with this. I don't know.
We didn't have a Raw tag team title match. We didn't have a SmackDown tag team title match. I'm like, are the tag team? See, now I know why the Revival left. I'm like, come on, WWE, you have so many tag teams. Like, come on.
Like, they need to start focusing on the tag team division too.
Like, but the women's division is strong. The tag team division could use some more help.
But the thing with AEW, which is strict, because they have
strong tag team division, but the women's division still needs. I mean, they're kind of getting it, but it still needs a little more. Yeah. But with WWE, it's the opposite. The women's division is good. I mean, tonight it was a little off, but for the most part, the women's division is good. But the tag team division needs help in WWE. So. They both they need help.
Exactly. They do. They do. Because it was just so out of place. It was so out of place. Like, it felt like that this part should be like focusing doing Raw than just doing in the pay-per-view. But that's me. It's like, if we want to do a cinematic match or segment, then do it like in a show that if it doesn't make no sense, because I'd rather see like a cinematic match that makes sense. That okay, why are they, why? And plus, this is the first time we ever see them fight each other too. It's like it's like I'm saying to myself, like, what was the point of that? Like, they started fighting now, like out of all the wars they had, like they started fighting now. Like, it's just weird. That's why I said it's so out of place. But anyway, we are talking about the next match that happened.
The next match that happened was the WWE Championship. Drew McIntyre defending against Bobby Lashley, and this match, it was crazy. So the match didn't he? Okay, so the first of all, the match didn't start right away because Bobby Lashley came out of nowhere.
He just did the Master Lock. Yeah, he did the Master Lock.
Yeah, the Master, the Master Lock. He did the Master Lock full Nelson, and without Drew like even taking off his jacket, I'm like, what the hell? So they had to like wait for like him to let go. Then they rang the bell, and he still didn't have his jacket off. I was like, oh my god. But yeah, this match was it was crazy because like it was just crazy because like they just kept picking out of like the big crazy moves, especially Drew McIntyre. Like he kept picking out at one after all these big moves that Bobby Lashley did. He just kept picking out at one. I was like, damn, the hell. But it was crazy. I think it was Bobby Lashley's best one-on-one match in a while.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said the same thing. This is his best match for a long time. Like,
yeah,
I think best match since he first said. I think his Bobby Lashley's best matches was him against Unaga and also with John Cena. Those were his best matches. Yeah. But this was his best match for a while, for years, ever since he got back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree. It was good. It was great.
Yeah, I mean, it went good. Until the ending. Lana came out and she won.
I told you that she was gonna do something tonight.
I know.
I thought that she was gonna turn on him, but then it was like a mistake. Like she came out and accidentally cost him the match. She was like, "What she said? You're cheating." Like,
you cheated. And I'm like, cheated what?
I was so confused why she was saying that, and so basically, Drew McIntyre pushed Bobby Lashley right into Lana. She fell back onto MVP, and then that basically distracted Bobby Lashley, and then he did the Claymore, and then he's still champion. And then after the match, like he just literally walked by Lana. She was sitting on the floor, and he just like looked at her and just kept walking with MVP. I'm like, oh shit. I was like, I don't know. Okay, I love Lana, but what is her purpose there besides being a manager? Like, is she ever going to wrestle again? If not, like, why is she even still in WWE? Rusev's not there anymore, so like, I want to know, like, what's their purpose with Lana? Is she just going to get the management treatment like Zelina Vega?
I don't know. It's like I think. I mean, if WWE decide to not make her as like a person in like a TV person, then maybe they should start making her like a, I don't know, like an acting training person. I don't know. But
yeah, exactly.
Since
I don't see her like doing much, like contributing on TV. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
If I was like a creator, I wouldn't know where to put her. Like, what kind of role to put her in.
Exactly.
Like, I would have her be like a backstage worker, like, you know, helping with the acting promos.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah. She's like has no purpose because we haven't seen she beat me. You see her backstage, yeah, but but she haven't do much. It's not like she's active. And like you said, like since Rusev is gone now, he's free agent. It's like what's she's gonna do? So.
Right, exactly. I guess time will tell.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about the next and the last match, which supposedly say the greatest match ever. So let's talk about it. Next match and the last match is the greatest match of ever of Edge versus Randy Orton. Which I'm being sarcastic because it is not the greatest match ever.
But it wasn't the worst either. It was long.
It was long.
It was better than their last match anyway.
It was better. It was better.
It was better. But first of all, let's talk about the audio and the camera angles.
That was weird. It was kind of weird. It was a little weird. Little too weird.
I mean, yeah, I know they use like fans, like real fans, like audio reactions, like the this is awesome and stuff like that. And then the camera angles were like so different. Like I was like, okay.
But the funny thing is that I hate when WWE does this. It's like there's certain parts where I know Edge is. I know we haven't seen Edge wrestle, but there was nothing awesome. I everything was so, oh, this is awesome. Like I was not, wow, like this is like WrestleMania, like how, like I'm watching right now with Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, how crazy that match was,
Yeah.
like it's like I was like I was I was entertained, but I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. I mean, the end was crazy though. The end was crazy, but in the beginning, in the middle, it it went from so fast.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know what they were trying to do. I felt like they just wanted them to have a long match so that they could prove that Edge can still wrestle, which we know obviously he can still wrestle. Like he wouldn't be back if he didn't know how to wrestle anymore.
It's not like that they need to prove that he can't wrestle. It's just give us a good classic great match. I just felt like this, like, I'm not saying this was shoved through our throat. Like I think when it's shoved through our throat when they say this is the greatest match ever.
That's what I think. I think if they would have never said that this was the greatest match ever, the match would have been fine. Like it was a good match. But the fact that they labeled it every week, this is the greatest match, the greatest wrestling match ever, all this, all that. They kind of overhyped it to the point where, like, we were expected to be like, oh my god, wow. But, like, it was just like, like, I feel like if they would have just been like, okay, it's Edge versus Randy Orton. Could Edge still go? Like, can he still wrestle, like, the way he used to? And then it would have been fine. But the way, they just overhyped it so much that I was just like, they should have not done that, basically. They should not have overhyped it. I feel like they do that with the movies all the time. They overhype movies, and then when you see it in the movie theaters, it's like nothing special.
Exactly. Like it's like saying that everybody's saying about, oh, The Avengers is the greatest movie of all time, and when we see it, and when I see it, I'm like, okay, this is good. They got some good moments. The ending has some good moments. There's some good moments, but it's not like I was blown away and say, oh my god, it's so amazing, it's so awesome. Yes. Yes, it was a crazy moment that we have everybody from the Marvel movie together.
Yeah.
But back to with this match, it's like I'm not hype. It's just
I don't know why they did that. It was just so off. Like they should not have done that. They should have just stuck to the story, because that was basically the whole, like, the original story behind it was, can Edge put on a wrestling match? Because they had a last minute standing match, but they weren't really doing a lot of wrestling moves, wrestling holds, all that. It was just fighting. And
I know it is tape, but I felt like they should make it like a war match. I'm not saying that like a war, like a Monday Night War. I mean like a war, like organic match. They should make it more war organic, because I felt like this is too, like, I don't know, like overproduced.
Yeah, it was like so overproduced, and they try to do it with like the audience reactions
and how Finkel's voice. What's your reaction about that?
Oh yeah, I thought that was cool, because, like, rest in peace. And that was a nice touch. But like the audience and the camera angles, I'm just like, they overdid it with that. But the voice, I didn't mind Howard Finkel's voice, but I don't know. I just felt like it was just too overhyped. They could have just been like, oh, can Edge still put on a good wrestling match? And then maybe they could have been like, oh, like maybe he, is maybe a little bit slow in the beginning, and then he like works his way up to, showing that he can still wrestle. Something, I don't know. But this overhype of like the greatest wrestling match was unnecessary.
Yeah, like I don't feel like I'm watching this match. Like, everybody always say that like every match has to have a story.
Mm-hmm.
But yet again, it's like, okay. I mean, it's like I don't know. It's like this back when I say it doesn't feel so organic. This match doesn't feel so organic. That's what it is.
Because they kind of like went against their own story, because like I said, in the beginning it was like, Randy was like, okay, Edge was the better man at WrestleMania, but is he the better wrestler? That was the original story. But then they go on and say, but then the next week it's like, oh, this is going to be the greatest wrestling match ever. But I'm like, okay, but last week they just said, can Edge still put on a good wrestling match? So how are you just going to automatically jump to it being the greatest wrestling match if we're not even sure that Edge can still put on a match? They kind of just jumped the gun. I'm like, no, you got to continue with that story. Oh, can Ed still go? Can he still go after so many years? Can he still wrestle? And then that should have been the storyline. Not
exactly.
the greatest wrestling match. No, we have to judge for ourselves that this is the greatest wrestling match. Not you, not the people behind the scenes.
And not even the legends either. Like I suppose we love the legends. We want to hear, Shawn Michaels say, this is the greatest match ever. This is the greatest match. No, it's not. It's not the greatest match ever.
Okay, how do they know that? First of all, it's not even, no one knows it until it actually happens. So the fact that they're predicting it is like, you don't know that unless they're psychic, which maybe they are, maybe they aren't, but I don't think they are. So I don't know how they were predicting that it was going to be the greatest wrestling match ever before it even happened. I don't get it. Oh man, I don't get it.
All right, so we critical about that, but the match, but everything else what Edge did, he did amazing. He did amazing.
Yeah, we know he can still go. He can still put on good matches. I like how they, did like other wrestlers like finishes, like Reddy did the angle slam, pedigree, and then Edge did the rock bottom and all that. But like they kicked out of each other's finishers, and that was good. I liked all that. And then for the ending, he did low blow him. I don't know how the referee didn't see that. I saw it. He low blowed him. I'm like, that was so obvious. Oh man, I don't know these referees. First of all, I don't know why he was wearing an old-fashioned referee shirt. First of all, but but he low blowed him, and then he did the freaking punch. He tried to do the punch in the first. He
did. He tried to do it for time, but Edge hit the spear.
Yeah, and he kicked out.
He kicked out twice. I was so mad. I was like, he kicked out
twice. I was like, I'm done. And then he also did the Unprettier. So I was like, that's cool. They like pay tribute to like different wrestlers, but like he did a low blow, then he punted him, and then he won. I was like, that's fucked up. Oh man. Don't tell me the storyline. Is this storyline over, or do you think it's going to continue?
I don't know. I mean, it may continue, but at the same time, it's like if they continue to please make this organic WWE, make this organic. Like don't make it rubber do. Don't say this is the greatest match ever. Don't say this. Don't shove it in our throat. Just say that don't hype something that we don't know yet.
Right.
You know, it's like
you know what they should do? Instead of just like this whole thing, they should bring Beth back into the storyline. Maybe like Randy can go to NXT, show up like as a surprise and talk to Beth saying, I told you so. I told you that Edge didn't have what it takes. You didn't listen to me, and then build a storyline from there, like make it personal. Because I didn't feel like it was personal enough. It was just like, can Edge still go? It wasn't like, I didn't feel like it was personal. So like they could make it more personal and make it more dramatic. That's what
but at the same time, it was backwards. You know, the whole thing was backwards. Yeah. You know, it's like like this match would have been more like a WrestleMania match, but yet again they decided to do the last man standing match. But I'm like, okay, I'll 4 counts anywhere, whatever it is. Yeah. And, you know, it's like, you know, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry, but we'll see what Wrestling with Regret has to say. Shout out to you.
Yeah, shout out to you. Shout out to Wrestling Talk, everybody, all the wrestling channels. You know,
yes.
You know, I know they're all gonna agree with us. You know, like this. I don't know. Let's just hope. Let's just hope the Extreme Rules is better. The next.
Yeah, we'll see what cinematic match we'll get at Extreme Rules. We know we're gonna get one.
Well, I mean, Backlash, not the best pay-per-view ever.
Not the best, not the worst, but yeah, could have been more, could have been better. Yeah, that's what I think.
It was just, I just felt like it was a little bit sloppy. That's what it was.
It was sloppy. It was like something was missing. I just didn't feel. Yeah, I don't know. I just wasn't like, you know. Yeah. Yeah, it was just like they could have done more. Yeah. That's what I think.
Yeah, and it's like like few like two out of how many matches? 5, 6 matches
Oh
of
my
the best
god,
match
yeah.
are the best
A couple
matches.
were- yeah, only a couple were good.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, the Drew and Bobby Lashley match was, like we said, it was one of the best match. One of the better. I don't say it was best. It was the better. It was a lot better match of the night.
Yeah.
Because it's like, and like I say, it's the best match. I mean, it was the best match for Bobby Lashley, but it didn't mean the best match of the night. Yeah. Everything else was just it was quick. It was like a lot of quick matches, and then
There was a lot of.
yeah,
they were trying to give more time to Edge and Randy. That's why I felt like all the other matches were cut short.
yeah, that too.
That's
So I don't know how I'm gonna grade this.
I'm gonna give it. A B minus. Because, like I said, it wasn't like the best, but it wasn't the worst. Like I feel like the matches that did get cut short, they made the most of what they had, like the time that they had. So they did their best. So it wasn't like they had like 5 minutes, but it was like a bad 5 minutes. Like the matches that were 5 minutes, they put on a good 5 minutes. Like it wasn't like bad. So I give them a B minus for effort in those areas.
Well, I'm gonna get a little lower. I'm gonna give it like a C plus.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's like you're right, like they were really focusing on Edge and Manny. With the match would have been much better if it was just organic,
Yeah.
and everything else was just so sloppy.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, the Drew and Bobby was the only better match out of all.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was feeling that match. I felt that match more. I mean, and Jeff and Sheamus match was also good.
Oh, right. That was a good match.
Those two matches were the only two matches.
They were the matches of the night. Yeah.
That I felt more of watching a match.
Yeah.
Everything else was just like, because I think we forgot to mention about the tag team match, the trip that there was also a lot of botches too, especially with Paige when she did the crossbody. When she messed up, I was like, and they said it was funny because the NXT crowd said it's awesome. I was like, that's not awesome. That's sloppy.
Yeah,
like, that was sloppy. That was not awesome. Like, I was like, oh,
yeah,
that is sloppy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was a little sloppy.
It was sloppy. It was better. That was not. They just want Sheamus does better.
Yeah, exactly.
And then overall, NXT Takeover was better show last weekend. So
yeah, I agree.
So yeah, and then so what do you guys think about Backlash? You guys agree what we say, or you guys love it? Everything about Backlash. But yeah, so the next pay-per-view we're gonna do a review is AEW, right?
Yeah, AEW is first before Sumo, right?
I think so. Because Sumo's on July 19th.
Oh yeah. I think it's before that.
Yeah, because this is this month, right? The AEW pay-per-view.
It's in July. It's 2. Is it? No, I forgot. I know it's 2 weeks. Like it's one Wednesday and then like the next Wednesday. Instead of 2 nights back to back, they're doing it a week apart.
Oh yeah. So whatever Wednesday it is, so it must be it must be one of these Wednesdays. So
yeah.
So, but yeah, guys, we're gonna go. So that's our review of Backlash. So we see you guys in our next pay-per-view review. Pay-per-view. Well, it's more likely a TV review because it's on TV. So AEW, their TV pay-per-view, and then Extreme Rules. So anyway, guys, we're gonna go. See ya. Bye.
Bye.